Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Yikah Kadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahawashi being the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now, when you look at the period of time during the Roman Empire, you can get a clear understanding of what time we're living in today. Because just like King Solomon said, there's nothing new under the sun. And the Lord, He liked to do similitudes. That's why the prophets can use so many similitudes, because He don't change, and He pretty much repeats some of the things that He done in the past. So when you go into the Roman Empire, you can see how during their decline, when they was having all these protesters, religious uproars, during when Yahawashi came on the scene, they start having a decline. And so during this decline, Yahawashi warned the Israelites that it was going to be a climax to what was going on in Jerusalem, and this climax is going to be that they need to prepare for this major siege. See, this major slaughter that was going to be done by none other than the so-called white man. See, that's why they certified shows you who is the Roman. Now, and we know that Yahawashi was not a so-called white man. See, and he was warning them that these children of Esau, see, the Esau Edom, these Edomites was gonna come when they start to pretty much fall. Mind you, they was doing so bad that when the Israelites started to rebel, the Caesar slit his throat and killed himself, committed suicide. They tried to attack the Israelites, and then it wasn't working, so they retreated, and the man slit his throat and killed himself. Okay, then the prophecy was gonna be fulfilled. That's why Yahawashi warned them. Now let's go into the scriptures and see what he told these Israelites. When you go into Matthew 24, see, he was telling them it was two separate last days he was talking about. See, that's why I forget the verses in Job where it talks about the wisdom of the Lord come in double. See, sometimes he double up on when he's saying one thing, but it's meaning two different things at the same time. That's why it calls a dark sayings, parables. See, because he can be talking about two events all in one statement. Like when he say Jacob's trouble in Jeremiah 30, he could be talking about two situations. Now let's go into this Matthew 24, and it says here, I'm gonna start at verse 16. It say, then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountain. So he was telling them to flee into the mountain. Why was he telling them to flee into the mountain? Okay, let's get it out of Luke, because Luke gives you a little bit more detail. Okay, let's see here. Luke, starting at verse 20, 21 and 20, it say, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is near. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein. So this is the time where these people was gonna come in and seize Jerusalem. Mind you, it all happened around about 70 AD, when they sieged the city. But Yahawashi had already told them to flee into the mountain, and the mountains goes into other kingdoms. Flee anywhere you can and get away from Jerusalem, because the Edomites is coming. Now let's go back to Matthew 24 and get some more meat on that bone. He says here, verse 17, say, let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. So don't worry about what's in your house. Get the heck out of Jerusalem. Neither let him which in the field return back to take his clothes. See, don't go back looking for your clothes. And woe unto him that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. Cause see, they was starving the Israelites out. They surrounded the city where they can't go bring in no goods or no exports of food back in the city, and they wasn't growing no major crops in the walls of the city. So where is it? Let's see here. Verse 20 say, but pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. So this is the double part. Well, this is not talking about what happened in 70 AD in verse 21 and verse 22. Because he told them that was in Jerusalem to flee. But once they got into captivity and was serving as slaves to all nations, then they would have a great tribulation at that point in time, and they would have to be saved by Yahawashi. He would have to come and be their deliverer and savior. That's what his name means. He saves or he delivers. And so this is the second time that these Edomites is going to go on full attack. See, and this is what Revelation is talking about. Revelations 12 and 12. It say, therefore rejoice, ye heavens and ye earth that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. See, they gonna understand that their kingdom is falling, which they understanding already. See, and they already setting up the situation to where they gonna make war with the Israelites. Verse 17, and the dragon, see, which is the devil that is talking about, that red dragon, that red nation, which is the deceivers, who is the Edomites. But King David talked about them in Psalm 52, saying that they love the lie. See, these Edomites love telling a bold-faced lie and to speak unrighteous lies. See, King David speaking directly about the Edomites and calling them serpents. What in verse in chapter 58 and 3. See, these are the dragons that he's talking about. That serpent goes in the dragon and a snake and anything else. See, and it was talking about the Edomites. And so when you get into 17, it's saying the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to wage war, to make war. See, that's what they gonna do when they get angry. They gonna make war with the remnant of her seed. See, it ain't gonna be no fallen angels chasing the Israelites around. See, it's gonna be these red dragon Edomites, just like in the Roman time, on full attack. Because when you go to verse 3, the verse what is it? The verse 4, it tells you. It said, and his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth, and the dragon stood before the woman. See who was standing before the woman? The red dragon Edomite Romans, which was ready to be delivered for to devour her child as soon as it was born. When Yahawashi was born, you had them Romans and them Edomites, the Herod, certified Edomite, they're trying to kill him. And so this is the same thing is going to happen in the end when that great tribulation. He's warning them for a second time. The first time was he telling them to flee into the mountain, get out of Jerusalem, because the Edomites is coming for the homeland. And Luke 21 say they're going to trot down the homeland until their time is up. And see, when they know that they got a short time, then they gonna make war with the saints. These red dragons, these Roman, the so-called white men. See, they gonna come for the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Yahawashi Mashiach. This is who they coming for. This is who Yahawashi was warning the Israelites the first time about. He was warning them to flee from the Edomites. See, because the Edomites is coming, and they gonna bring their armies and surround the city. The same thing is gonna happen in the spiritual sense. See, because the Israelites not in their city, they're in the land of their enemies. So while they're in the land of their enemies, they gonna attack the Israelites. Let's get it out of Second Ezra. Second Ezra 16. I'm out the 68th verse. And say, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Who is this wrath? The devil, the red dragon, these Romans, the so-called white man. And they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. See, they're going to give you a universal income, and then while you being idle, they're going to force you to put their freaking devices in your behind, turn you into a cyborg. See, and it says, verse 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under the foot. See, so it's going to be some Israelites, just like back then, saying, this Yahawashi is going to make them take our nation away from us. See, we don't want to do it, to join him, because we want to stay on the good graces of these Edomites. So let's send him to the Edomites and let the Edomites kill him, because we can't kill him according to our law. Let the Edomites kill him. Let's frame him and send him to the Edomites. Verse 7, it say, for there shall be in every place and in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. See, the Edomites is going to come on full attack. And Yahawashi gave us the warning. He said, they shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as a gold in the fire. See, they're not going to be looking for no Christian church, no Jehovah Witness, or no Muslims. They're going to be looking for those Israelites that's preaching the truth and standing boldly in their face and telling them that their kingdom is falling and that they're gonna be the next rulers that the Lord chose. And so this is the warning that Yahawashi was given. Same thing with Ezekiel. What he said in 3 and 11. He said, and go get thee of them of the captivity unto the children of your people, and speak unto them, tell them, thus says the Lord God, whether they hear or whether they forbear. 17, Son of man, I have made you a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning for me. See, what was the warning? Not only is you being wicked, but that you better watch out for the so-called white man, because he coming and he gonna have great wrath, and he gonna make war with his military, just like he did in 70 AD. It's gonna be a replay. Now the wickedness of the Israelites, that's why you had them fighting the Romans, the Edomites the first time. They're gonna do the same thing. See, they're gonna be trying to fight the Edomites and try to combat them when they see them coming. See, it's gonna be the same situation. These Negroes gonna rise up, and it's gonna be an all-out battle. But they're gonna be slaughtered because these people got a whole military, and they were depending on the Edomites back then. The Edomites was ruling that land, even though they was letting them live under their, pretty much in their homeland. They were letting them live there, but they had soldiers walking around and garrisons walking around monitoring everything that they was doing. So the same thing is gonna happen today. Them Edomites is gonna come, and these Israelites is gonna try to rebel and fight and lose tremendously. It's gonna be a great slaughter. See, and that's why Yahawashi said if he didn't come back, those days would be shortened, because these Edomites would kill every Israelite moving. See, they would kill every Israelite that they know of. So he got to come back and save them, because these Edomites, when they see their kingdom is falling, they finna have great wrath and make war with the saints. And that's pretty much an example of Yahawashi. His first warning is example for the Israelites for the second warning. It's the same situation. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.